In the Bhagavad Gita, Lord Sri Krishna says to Arjuna, "Never was there a time when you, I, or all these kings did not exist. Just as we exist in the present, so have we existed in the past, and shall continue to exist in the future. As the living being passes through the bodily changes of childhood, youth, and old age, it similarly attains another body at death. The wise are not deluded by this. O son of Kunti, the engagement of the senses with their objects produces the sensations of cold, heat, pleasure, and pain. But these effects are temporary. They come and go. Therefore, O Bharat, you must endure them. O noblest of men, the wise man who is equipoised in pleasure and pain and undisturbed by sense experiences is alone qualified for immortality. Know that the soul by which the entire body is pervaded is indestructible. No one can destroy the imperishable soul. The soul is said to be eternal, indestructible, and immeasurable. Only these physical bodies are subject to destruction. Therefore, fight, O Bharat. Those who think the living being slays and those who think it is slain are ignorant of the true nature of the soul, for the soul neither slays nor is slain. The soul is neither born nor dies. It has neither been nor will it be created, because it is unborn and eternal. It is ever youthful yet ancient. It is not destroyed when the body is destroyed. Knowing the soul to be indestructible, eternal, birthless, and immutable, how can a person kill or cause anyone to be killed? As a person adopts new garments, discarding those that are old and worn, similarly the soul continues to adopt new bodies, leaving those that are old and useless. Weapons cannot pierce the soul, and fire cannot burn it. Water cannot wet it, and air cannot dry it. It is said the soul is indivisible and cannot be burned, moistened, or dried. It is eternal. It reaches all planes, yet remains still, immovable, and ever present. It is imperceptible, inconceivable, and untransformable. Therefore, knowing the nature of the soul as such, there is no reason to lament for it. And, O best of warriors, even if you think that the soul is perpetually subject to birth and death, you still have no reason to lament. For one who is born, death is certain, and for one who dies, he must be reborn to undergo the reactions of his past actions. Therefore, you should not lament over the inevitable. O Bharat, when all living beings are unmanifest before birth, manifest between birth and death, and again unmanifest at death, why lament for them? Some see the soul as astonishing, some describe it as astonishing, some hear of it as astonishing, while others, though hearing about it, know nothing of it. O Bharat, the soul dwelling within the bodies of all living beings is eternal and cannot be slain. Therefore, you need lament for no one. I have revealed to you this knowledge of the soul. Now hear from me how to act in this knowledge, Bhakti Yoga, through which you will be able to free yourself from the bondage of action. On this path there can be no loss and no harm. The slightest practice of such a spiritual ideal saves one from the greatest fear.